I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly. Thoughts jumbled around, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win. I'll take a stab, I wanna chase the bag. I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. I give up everything.
The venom in my brain, running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this, I just wanna break these chains. Always destined for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once, I just so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted, created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's not of no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I'll give up everything, daunting if I can see my dream. Cause I'll do anything. Want a reality. I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly. Thoughts jumbled around, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win. I'll take a stab, I wanna chase the bag. I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. I give up everything.
The venom in my brain, running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this, I just wanna break these chains. Always destined for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once, I just so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted, created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's not of no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I'll give up everything, daunting if I can see my dream. Cause I'll do anything. Want a reality. I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town.
Yes, good people. Big up to all of you. I appreciate you all finding the time. Those of you that are here already to join me this particular evening for a late evening show, a Chelsea News Roundup show launched a few months ago, but because of the fact that we don't have time, it's been on and off. But I think school is coming to an end for my boys, which means I'll be turning on the beast mode and we'll be streaming. You can say every evening. There will be hardly a day that we will not stream in the evening. Sorry, I sound like I'm tired, but I can guarantee you I'm good. I hope you can hear me. Let me check if my sound is working. Sorry, I didn't do a sound check. It's working perfectly, and I think we have Ty in the chat already saying, "Is this a prank?" No, it's not, Ty. You're a moderator with all your accounts, man. But yeah, I that's not a problem for me. Ty here is saying, late is an understatement, coach. Given your time, the time difference. Good morning. Morning, yeah, probably morning and night. Where are you tonight? So it's still it's evening for me. It's 4:40 p.m. for me. We have some news items to address here. We'll talk about Omari Hutchinson, Andrey Santos. We'll talk about Enzo Maresca. Then we will discuss Kyle Walker's comments about Reece James and what that means. He accepts that Reece James is an excellent player. What makes Reece James different from him? He's practically saying Reece James is the best England right back right now. But we'll get to that in a bit. Maurice. Maurice. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So choosing one I really do want to know. We have 3 likes already, and we're 15 minutes into the show. It's a show that we haven't aired in a while, so which means people probably wouldn't know that we're live right now. But like as I've always said, sometimes you have to take one for the team. And the first item we have lined up here reads: Chelsea will decide on Andrey Santos' future for next season with Enzo Maresca very soon, which means that the manager will participate in the conversation whether Andrey Santos will be part of the squad in the coming season. And same the second paragraph there in this particular report is by Fabrizio Romano, says that the new Chelsea manager will be involved in decisions on Omari Hutchinson, Andrey Santos, and more players out there, because chances are some of the players we have already in the squad will leave on loan, and chances are some of the players out on loan will come back and be part of the squad for next season. But you never know. And we have, what is your opinion about Mudryk? I think, Houston, I'm going to say this. I think it's an excellent player in him, and I think you've watched him long enough to see that there's something in him. And I'm going to go with, I've said this 1,000 times, but I'm going to say it again, because I think this is your first time here, actually, Mr. Commentator. Welcome, feel at home, express yourself. All we ask of you is to keep it civil. I'm going to say this, something that Jan from Football Yannick have said. I think I'm inclined to believe that's the case. He was massively undercoached under Mauricio Pochettino. I think with a manager that understands that something in there can help him be at his best. He can be a difference maker. He's that sort of player that's capable of, out of nowhere, pulling a rabbit out of the hat and helping the team win a game. I'm not going to stop saying it. I've seen a lot of people argue that he should go out on loan. I disagree. As much as I even without me disagreeing that he should go out on loan, I don't think the club will actually consider that. And I'm serious. You should know that that's the case. And we have Mr. Commentator also I think he's a flop. Okay, you're entitled to believe that's the case. But we need to sell him before his value goes down. Even if you try to sell him right now, I don't think you get anything close to what we paid for him. But I think his future lies at Chelsea and or with Chelsea. But that's my opinion anyway. You're entitled to believe he's a flop, and I'm entitled to argue otherwise. And I'm telling you, he's not a flop. In the building, GFC, Gavin, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning, evening for me. I don't know what time it is. Is it for you? I hope you're doing well, and I cannot thank you for always finding the time to support you, bro. And whenever time allows, I will receive. I will do the same for you. Enzo Maresca is a good coach. I love. He says I love the appointment. I do love the appointment too. Here's the thing. Even though I would have preferred for us to go for an elite manager, as I believed before before it turned out that we before they let Mauricio Pochettino go, that we were gonna go for an elite manager. Should the club decide to let Mauricio Pochettino go, it turns out I was wrong. I just had to choose from the choices that were presented to us, not as if not as if our preference, the preference of the fans, the preferences of the fans matter. It doesn't really. The fans preferred Roberto De Zerbi, and that would have been a mistake in my opinion. That's because he employs, you could say, a very unique approach, and in my opinion, he hasn't perfected his craft yet. He's very unique in terms of his approach, and a riskier approach than that of Enzo Maresca, who employs a more balanced approach and is more flexible from a tactical perspective. So I'm happy the club went with Enzo Maresca, and I strongly believe he will succeed. And if you're concerned, let me remind you this. Pep Guardiola was Barcelona's B team before he got a chance to coach the Barcelona senior team, and the rest is history. Same with Zinedine Zidane. I get it. The argument will always come up that, but the squad he had at the time and all that, we don't have a squad that is as good at the squad at Barcelona at the time, or Real Madrid. But the truth remains, it's all about chances. And I'm quite sure you, as a human being, at one point in your life, wanted to be given opportunity over an individual who's more experienced than you, or an individual who's believed, who maybe who's the person who's it is at his disposal at the time to decide who gets the job. But you as an individual also at the same time believe you can do better than the more experienced individual. But you got the opportunity. It's about chances. And chances are, truthfully, you're better than the more experienced individual or not. We don't know. But you got the chances, and most of us succeeded in proving that, we deserved the opportunity given to us. So we can change the fact that they've decided to go with Maresca. So our responsibility, we're left with nothing but to support the manager. You can cry from now to tomorrow. It doesn't change anything. And I'm going to use an example I used in the morning when I told people, listen, even if I travel to England and get to the Stamford Bridge gates, climb a pole up there, and then with a note in my hand that says, and let me just go back a bit, then jump and land upside down with a note in my hand that reads, I had to do this because you guys hired the wrong manager. I don't think that will even get them to say, you know what, we don't want Enzo Maresca because a fan did what I did in front of Stamford Bridge, and then go for Roberto De Zerbi. No. So my point here is, we can't change it. We have to support the manager, give him the chance, and then if it doesn't work out, then you have every right to critique him. But I've seen people saying we're failing. We're going to finish 12th. We're going to get relegated. We're giving a championship manager an opportunity. How about let's talk about Bayern hiring Vincent Kompany? Who you can argue got abundantly relegated, but I get it beyond the fact that he was their manager before they got when they got relegated. The truth remains he was ill-equipped. And think about Enzo Maresca getting Leicester to promoted to the Premier League. Even he had to work with an entirely new squad. A squad. Let me just be more specific there. Sorry, I think that's the wrong way to put it. He worked with the squad, an entirely new squad to him, a squad that is new to him. Players he hadn't worked with before, but he worked with them, losing some of their best players. And Madison, what's the other guy that joined Newcastle United, and a few others that had to leave the club because they got relegated. And look how well he did. So just give him an opportunity to support. Let's be the 12th man that we're supposed to be as fans and hope for the best. And you never know. And I'm going to be truthful to you. Do I really like the idea? No. But I'm going to say something that I've told a lot of people. It could go either way. It could go south. It could go north. It could end up being the best decision they've ever made. It could end up being the worst decision they've ever made too. And Ty is saying, are you sure you're not tired, coach? You're blinking a lot. I have glasses on. How are you able to tell that I'm tired? I'm not tired. I've rested, although not 8 hours. I didn't get 8 hours of sleep, but I think I'm okay. Yeah, go and check out GFC. Gavin's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help him get to 5,000 subscribers as soon as possible, and do the same for Ty. Let's help him to continue to grow until he gets monetized, to be encouraged to produce more Chelsea videos to help us grow our fan base, because that's the main goal, in my opinion. And Kenny14 saying thoughts on Enzo potentially participating in the Olympics and Copa America. He's going to miss a preseason with us. I think it's up to the club. And when that's a concern, somebody mentioned that in the chat, I think that was yesterday. I asked the panelists and those in the chat if the club is obliged to release players for Olympic competitions competition, and I was told no, we can deny them his inclusion in their squad, and that made me happy. And I think the club shouldn't let Enzo Fernandez join the go live for Olympics. I don't think he makes sense, especially after returning from recovering from a surgery that we paid for. What if he gets to the Olympics and gets injured? I don't want that to happen, and then we'll start the season again missing without a very important player, if that makes sense. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have 6 likes and we have 16 people watching. We have a total of 37 people watching, only 16 on YouTube, 50%. I think that's accurate. Is there not many elite managers left? There are, but before the departure of Mauricio Pochettino, there weren't too many available. Zinedine Zidane doesn't look like he's willing to take any job that will involve a risk of him being seen as not good enough. Hansi Flick for months he's been waiting for the Barcelona job and wasn't going to take our job. And the possibility of Thomas Tuchel coming back to Chelsea was slim. Who else? Name them. Some of them, Antonio Conte, he's now, I think he's on the verge of becoming Napoli's next manager. And here's something else to consider. I think the landscape of things are changing, especially from a financial perspective. And this is something I've said before. It's become way too expensive for clubs to hire elite managers. And you'd spend even more if you decide, it's not working out, you want to let them go. It's become more expensive. And you can say financial rules are becoming even more tight. And I'm going to mention something I've talked about before. For instance, the Premier League, usually a few years ago, after every January transfer window, the case is always the Premier League spending as much money. You can say spending more money than every other league combined. But last season, Premier League spent the least. That's quite telling. So the manager you hire also can lead to you spending a lot more in terms of his salary and compensation should you decide it's not working out and you want to let them go. So things have changed, in all honesty, and Bayern proves that. If you get my point there. And he says, if you do not give someone an opportunity, how would you know what they can do? That's the question we should be asking Chelsea fans. And unfortunately, some of them don't just want to listen. They just don't want to listen. And again, they feel entitled to telling the club what the club must do. Otherwise, they will riot. And they actually had a protest planned. But later, I think it was cancelled. I don't know if what the cancellation post on X was just to cover the fact that you could say to deflect from the fact that nobody showed up from the practice, for the planned practice, in my opinion. But that's, by the way, Enzo will succeed first because he is a Joe Shields link. Wow, that's some comment. Dominic Maximilian Eneche, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I just hope he succeeds, and I think he has what it takes to succeed. And more importantly, he's flexible from a tactical perspective, and that's a lot. Again, I'm just happy we didn't hire Deservi. For me, he's just one-dimensional, in my opinion. Beyond his approach of baiting the opposition with possession, I don't think he hasn't perfected his craft. That's the way I'd like to put it. And shocking, right? Why aren't big clubs vying for his signature? Yeah. Big up to you too, Tommy Bryan. Nice to see you. Enzo Maresca is my manager, aka I can't see that quite, even though I have my glasses on. Mascara, just go away. You're going there, you know. Tommy Bryan is also saying here, it's not. If most of the squad remains fit for the whole season, we should rehire Poch and put him in the H place. Yeah, maybe. I actually don't like discussing him because it just I think it's irrelevant, really. He's gone. We should look forward to the future and hopefully pray and hope that Enzo Maresca he does well, because the truth remains, irrespective of whether you disapprove of his hiring or not, it could go either way. But the truth is the same with whoever you hire. Even elite managers do carry some measure of risk. But the difference is, if the club hires an elite manager, then the fans will go into the coming season more confident, knowing that the manager, the manager at the club, he's been there, seen it all, and won it all. But that's no guarantee they succeed at Chelsea, if that makes sense. And it's Sports TV. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Big up to you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. So, do you think, again, the first report we addressed here reads that Chelsea will decide on Andrey Santos' future for next season with Enzo Maresca very soon. So he's gonna have a conversation with the club, and it's up to him to decide whether he wants to keep the player good enough for what he wants to do or not. And then the next paragraph in that particular report also says the new Chelsea manager will be involved in decisions on Omari Hutchinson, Andrey Santos, and more players. Probably that includes what's his name, the guy at Strasbourg. Every time he comes to mind, I remember Rafinha. What's his name again? And Angelo Gabriel. You never know. Chances are they get opportunity, and we'll be playing in the Club World Cup, also Europa Conference League, the two domestic cup or cup competitions, and then the Premier League. So we need more than 25 players. As Mauricio Pochettino wanted just a 25-man squad. I think we'd need more, probably about 28 or so. But we'll find out in a few days after the official announcement, and we'll be hearing a lot more about what the manager wants to do. Come on, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have 6 likes, and we have a total of how many people? 50 people watching, 25 on YouTube. So it's 50-50. 50 people following the show on YouTube and 50% on X. Not bad. And this is something we want to make a daily thing because school school will end in a few days, so I won't be taking my boys to school, so I'll always be available to host the evening show. Hopefully nothing else stresses me to a point where I won't have the strength to host the evening show. It's that time of the year, Jerry. I've never seen you as peace as you've been since the news emerged that Enzo Maresca will be our next manager. But I understand. I think you eventually come around to. I know you support him, but right now I think most your anger, I would say, clouds your judgment. That's just my opinion. Chances are I'm wrong. So do you think Omari Hutchinson and Andrey Santos will both get a chance at Chelsea? I think they have a chance. You never know. Everything comes down to the manager's preference. Chances are he would want to. You can say keep one of them or both. I don't know, but we'll find out. So Akato Harry, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. This particular evening for me, morning to some of you. I appreciate you. I cannot thank you enough. And the other report, let's listen. Let's hear. Let's hear what Kyle Walker says. What he said about Reece James. He's practically saying that Reece James is the best right back, English right back right now. He's saying Kyle Walker, Reece has everything. If I could make the complete right back, it would be him. He's got my strength, Hakimi's pace, Cancelo's technical ability, Trent's passing, and Carvajal's mentality. So he's practically saying Reece James is better than him, but respect to him. I think that's a comment of a leader too. I think some people would tell you Reece isn't better than him right now because, yeah, they say availability is the best ability. Reece hasn't been available for a while, but I think he's arguably one of England's best right backs, if not the best. Specifically, I'm good, coach. Been a while. I am happy to be back. Dominic Maximilian, and that's a nice to you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Coach, you're looking fantastic in that white. It's actually great, but I think that changed the video. But thank you, bro. Much love to you too. I appreciate you. We have 7 likes, but I think we should be doing way better than that. 19 people watching, and as soon as we address all the items we have lined up, we will call it a day. I don't expect too many people to join, and that's because we haven't streamed at this time for a while now. So we have to stream consistently at this time for people to realize, we have evening shows on Chelsea Perspective. Hopefully, I'll get somebody to help me to make the load easier, even though school will be off for a while for the kids. I watched a few Strasbourg games. Santos is slowly cooking like pork belly. Smoker, impressive. Wow. What? That's you definitely go into the H place, and I'm not joking, really. But wow, what an analogy right there. I think that's a good player in him. I was shocked when Mauricio Pochettino decided to let him go out on loan. Him at the time, and also letting Cesare Caside go out on loan again. I was shocked. I thought he was going to keep one of them. It turns out his preference at the time was a more traditional DM in what's his name? The young French Nigerian international, not international, French Nigerian DM, what's his name again? Leslie Ugochukwu. But let's see what happens. These players all have a chance. And I think even Dacho Fofana also has a chance. But that's, by the way, big up to you too, AB. Nice to see you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with. Just give me a second. I want to change this. I have to beg for likes as usual. So will you support Maresca? We have 20 votes in total. So why do we have 7 likes and 20 votes? So it doesn't match. But I'm going to end the poll. 90% I would support every Chelsea manager, and 10% so I'm not sure. That's fine. We'll see. Football is a result-driven business, and if Maresca does well, I think we'd have no option than to support him. For those of us who are those of you who are reluctant to show some measure of belief in so you can say, so those of you reluctant to support him, I think if he does well, you'd have no option than to cheer the team and support him. Just give me 1 second here. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Thank you for your patience. I have to beg for likes. We're not a big account yet, so we always beg for likes to garner enough likes to trigger the YouTube algorithm. It's hashtag Poch out. I'm not sure. Maresca out, Poch in. Okay, let's see if that happens. But you're entitled to your opinion there. Another news item we have here, and if you have any questions, drop it in the chat, and I'll try the best I can to address it. If I don't know, have the answer to the question you're asking, I'm gonna find a way to skip it or pretend I didn't see it. I'm just kidding anyway. I'll try my best. If I don't have the answer to the question, I'll let you know. And from Kieran Gill DM, I'm not sure who that is, saying Enzo Maresca is forming an 8-man backroom staff team with a further 2 appointments possible. Maresca asked for goalkeeper coach Ben Roberts to join him. Bernardo Cueva will join the staff to provide an elite coaching model. And Chelsea have also appointed development coach Roberto Vitelio. Okay. That's the first time I'm seeing that name there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all for finding the time to join the show this evening. For me, anything else I've missed here? Okay, I'm here. I've read this one. Enzo will succeed. I think he will. I think that's the case. Mudryk is a very nice player. I need a coach to bring out the best in him. That's all. I think, like Jan would tell you, he's massive. He was massively undercoached under Mauricio Pochettino. Big up to you too. Enzo Maresca is my manager, aka Mascara. I think I've read that. If most of the squad, yeah, I've read that too. Let's see. Coach, the protest wasn't cancelled. The people didn't show up. As I said, I wasn't too sure what happened. Maybe they put out the post on X was just to deflect from the fact that nobody showed up. Because for me, in my opinion, it just didn't make sense. Who were you protesting to? An empty stadium or what? But big up to UNS Sports. People are overreacting by saying Enzo will have no say in the transfer. I just don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about the structure. And the same thing I said in the case of Mauricio Pochettino, he agreed. He was going to work with he was going to work with what with the club. He was properly briefed on the direction the club wants to go, and he agreed. And then later on, he was like, "Nah, I'm not doing this." I think he caved under pressure. I think the pressure from Chelsea fans and the hierarchy probably too much for him, in my opinion. That's my opinion. You have every right to tell me he walked because they refused to sign the players that he wanted them to sign for him. I just don't care. I'll tell you, in my opinion, he just wasn't the man for the job. Big up to you too, IB. I hope you're doing well. Enzo in Santos should stay. Casade should stay. Mudryk alone. Okay, your opinion. I think Mudryk stays. I don't see a world where the hierarchy will be happy for after paying that much money for a player. Not that he's a bad player. You can say probably badly managed on the 2 managers right now. I don't see a situation where the owners will be happy for him to go or to go out on loan, if that makes sense. Let's see. Big up to you too. I am good, coach. Okay, I think I went back a bit. Coach, you are okay. I went back. I did go back. Yep, I've seen that one too. Big up to you too, AB. Poch out. I've read all these comments there. And this one, Maresca out, Poch in. Okay, let's see if that happens. Get me a good number 9, a Diogo Costa goalkeeper, and see us good next season. We have tactically gifted players, and his pattern should suit them better. I hope so. We can only hope for the best, and I believe he would do well. And that's just my opinion anyway. Wayne Stanley out. Wow. Okay, let's see. I'll be Leipzig is better. Looks like that's a club you support. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Yep, we'll talk about that in a bit. Anything else to address here? Except the guy. Please like it, guys. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 11 likes. We should be doing way better than that. And as soon as we're done addressing the items we have lined up, we will call it a day. And we have 21 people watching on YouTube, and in total, 47. The rest are following the show on X. Interesting. Not one mention of the revamping of the medical team. That is the biggest off-season move we need to get done. That is if they believe of the issue we've had in the past. The number of the fact that we were averaging 7 to 8 players per game last season. If they believe of the problem was of the making of the medical team, I think they've already revamped the medical team already. Big up to you to CAM Mafia. Nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. He says, Coach, where do you think Nkunku starts? I think it'd still be a fluid approach. I think it was still. I think Maresca would deploy a fluid approach, and Nkunku could be central. He could be on the left, on the right. Not really. No, that's Palmer or maybe someone else. But Nkunku can be either on the left or central, or even either on the left, central as 9 or as a 10. Everything comes down to the manager's preference, but we'll find out. But he has a place in the team. He's a starter. I think we all know that. Nothing else. I don't see anything different happening. The next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. And if you have any questions, drop in the chat, and I'll try the best I can to address it. If I cannot, I'll let you know. This is saying that Bayern director Max Ibal, I can reveal that Vincent Company made it clear to us how much the job at Bayern appeals to him and that he absolutely wants to take it in. I think he will do well. He's equipped. He has a very strong squad. But let's wait and see. But in my opinion, I think he'll do well. Vincent Company is trust him. He's going to be a top coach. Wow. And it's probably going to be with them for a while. If he signed already, I'm not sure. Maybe I missed it. The length of his current contract, I don't know. All right, let's see. I repost. Okay. Okay. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with football is evolving. Yep. Yeah, that's the correct. Yeah, that's very correct. Clubs are moving away from disciplinarian managers. Wow. Okay, that's some comment right there. That's another way to put it. I think the language we'll be using that clubs are moving towards up and coming managers, more progressive managers, and moving away from the old school managers, aka you could say, which you could be correctly categorized as elite managers because they're expensive to hire, expensive to fire too. Even if you give them a 6-month contract and you cancel it before the end of the contract, you'd have to pay them a lot of money. He looks like Rudiger. Who looks like Rudiger? Me? I don't know. But let's hear you. Let's see the next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding this time to join the show this particular morning. Let's see. Okay, thank you if you think so. I don't think I look like Rudiger, but thank you, Sergeant Ghost. This says that Chelsea will back Enzo Maresca with 4 crucial signings this summer. Wow, we're going to be busy, including a 113 million pounds striker. That's sounding like Osimhen because that's the exact price. Osimhen, the quoted release clause in euros converted to pounds. When we did that calculation, I think it amounted to 113 million pounds. Okay. Let me go back again. Chelsea will back Enzo Maresca with 4 crucial signings this summer, including a 113 million pounds striker and a player picked for England's provisional Euro 2024 squad. Can somebody help me decipher that? I think this is more. They're giving us clues. We have 2 clues there. I think including a 113 million pounds striker. I think that's Osimhen definitely because we've done the calculations. We've calculated that, but we've converted Osimhen's release clause to euro, and it amounted to 113 million pounds. So I think definitely whoever that wrote this report is suggesting that the striker will be Osimhen and the player picked for England's provisional Euro 2024 squad. Anybody, the goalkeeper, he said the second clue. Does anybody know who that is? A player picked for England's provisional Euro 2024 squad. Why is this person speaking in tongues here? Or let me say in parables. That's funny, really. But thank you, my friend. I don't think I look like Rudiger, but thank you anyway. Let's see. Please, can you help me decipher that? A player picked for England's provisional Euro 2024 squad. Can I hear you? Who is that, please? I want to know. Could be honest. Well, Ten Hag, Poch. Okay. Well, Ten Hag slash Poch with United finish above Chelsea, or will Chelsea finish above United under Maresca next season? I hope you get my point. No, I think I can't give you an answer based on your point. If I want to give you an answer, I'll give you an answer based on my point. I will wait until after the summer transfer window, and I'll tell you definitely where I believe Chelsea will finish. Right now, I'm just gonna, you can say, leave it a bit broad. I think Chelsea will do better than we did in the past season. Believe me, Maresca will do well. I think he will shock a lot of people. And the good thing is that he's not under a lot of pressure. That's because a lot of people don't expect too much from him. So the underdog mentality factor comes into play. I hope I understand you, but I'm just going to make it clear. I can't give you an answer based on your point. I cannot. I will not do that, if that makes sense. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Oh, the keeper. It makes sense. Is that the we're already looking at him. We're considering going for him. Is that the Burnley keeper? Is that the Burnley keeper? The young England goalkeeper. For what club? Can you elaborate? CAA Mafia. The young goalkeeper, what club does he play for? I can't remember right now, and I'm serious. 14 likes, people. Let's get the likes up. We can do better than 14 likes. And if you have any questions, put it in the chat, because there's nothing else to discuss here. I think Eddie did send me something. I'll check it in a bit. Adebari of Fulham, yeah, we're interested. We've entered the race to sign him. There are other clubs interested. I think Newcastle United, to be more specific. And so it all comes down to what club he wants to join, or whether Champions League football is important to him. There are other clubs interested, not just Newcastle and Chelsea. The young goalkeeper, let's see, can you elaborate? What's his name again, and what club does he play for? Big up to you too, Julius Alma. It's been a while, my bro. I hope you do well. And the rest of the panelists, I hope you guys are all good. It's 12:30 a.m. in Ghana. I remember you're from Ghana, bro. But nice to see you once again. I hope you're doing well. I hope we've been streaming at the time where I believe you're usually busy and don't have the time to join us. But always nice to see you, my brother. I appreciate you finding time to join. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with. Short King is saying, okay, I'm not reading any of your comments there, Ken. Big up, people. That's okay. Thank you. I'm glad you understand my point. Yeah. Let's see. CAA Mafia. Yes, Burnley goalkeeper. Wow. So yeah, probably can definitely good at playing out from the back. So I appreciate you, Spencer. So we've been able to decode at least two of the signings in the summer. The rest, we don't have any more clues there to try to decipher, to find out who did sign in the summer transfer window. 14 likes, people, 28 people watching. We have a total of 57 people, 28 on YouTube, and only 50 and the rest on X. I appreciate you all. Let's see. Please support Jerry's YouTube channel. Let's help him grow. He's doing his best, and you have to watch his latest release. It's funny at the same time. He made his opinion clear, didn't look back, and he's entitled to his opinion. So you can go watch it and then leave a comment there to let him know how you feel, what you think about the video. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Yeah, I think he should be called Jerry Mineras. Thank you for saying that. And I don't think I'll call you anything else from now on. And right now, given your opinion of the new manager, I think you and him could become best of friends. Coach, I think we should tone down the forecasting. Let's sip some passion, some passion fruit, and wait for preseason. I think I agree. But I'm just saying, like I said, I'll leave it, Ken, broad as I just know it's saying that we're going to do better than than we did last season. That after the summer transfer window, then I can be specific with my prediction. James Trafford, he's 6'6". He's tall. Wow, he's tall. James Trafford made England's a provisional squad, so that's a serious giveaway there. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Give me. All right, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 16 likes. Let's see if we can get it to at least 20 likes before the show ends. I'm going to be looking for more updates. If anything new emerges, we will talk about it. And if you have any questions, drop in the chat, and I'll try my best to answer your questions. And you know already, I don't know everything. Yep, let's see. Give me 1 second here. Anything new? Eddie did send me something 1 hour ago. Let me see if try and see the report there. So if you have questions or anything you want us to talk about, drop it in the chat and I'll try to address it. Otherwise, we will be rounding up in a few minutes. We have 29 people watching, and we have how many likes in total? 16 likes. I think we should be doing way better than that. Wow. Okay. Two new items shared by AD. We'll address it and then we'll call it a day because we still have to do the Blue Morning show. Yep. Which is the most difficult one because I have to always wake up 2 a.m. to prepare for the Blue Morning show. Give me a second here. 2 items to discuss. 2 new items from AD that I want us to discuss. 16 likes, people. Keep dropping the likes. And let me ask you this question, and I want you to be honest. How do you feel about the imminent arrival of Enzo Maresca? Do you think he'd do well at Chelsea, or do you think he'd fail? I'd like to keep the receipts, or whatever you say will be recorded and will remain on Chelsea Perspective. And we'll go back to visiting it and reminding you your prediction of how well he do or how badly you believe he do at Chelsea. But I want to hear your opinion, your sincere opinion of Enzo Maresca. Jerry, you don't need to tell me. I know. I mean, I have known you for almost I think more than a year right now. So I know when you're in a terrible mood. And I know, again, I know you will still come around to being the normal Jerry. Right now, you're a pissed off Jerry, and I'm not surprised. And then you're entitled to be pissed off. I have to be honest. So this one says it's understood in Marbella talks. Maresca praised Georgi Petrovic. However, Chelsea are looking at the goalkeeper market and has become more of a priority due to Enzo's style with Georgi Mamardashvili. Wow, we're going back from Mamardashvili again. We've been linked with them for 1,000 years right now. So let me go back, read that comment, read that particular report again. It says it is understood in Marbella's talks. Okay. Maresca praised Georgi Petrovic. I think he has to. It's a man management trick. Yeah, not just probably you could say to calm his fears if he feels like it's over for him. But it says, however, Chelsea are looking at the goalkeeper market and has become more of a priority due to Enzo's style of play. So that's a slight giveaway that probably he's not too sure of Georgi Petrovic. That's just my opinion. And then it says with Georgi Mamardashvili, Mamardashvili, and I remember Rodrigo Rogers helping me learn how to pronounce his name, and Jorgensen appreciated. So let's see. We're linked again. 3 goalkeepers right now: Jorgensen, Mamardashvili, and then that young Englishman. Let's see what happens. And excuse me, please. Just give me 1 second. Oh my goodness. I think I'm fine now. Hi to you too, Kojo Opong. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, Mr. Kojo. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. And this is he might struggle at first, but will eventually pass because the owners will stick with him even if he wins the league in 5 years. I won't consider it a success. I think he's not going to struggle. I think he will hit the ground running. So I have your receipts. Let's get your receipts. Tommy Bryan, all of you in the chat, I want your receipts. I want your opinion of Enzo Maresca, whether you think he'd hit the ground running, he'd do well, or whether you think he'd fail. I have Jerry's receipts. Jerry thinks he might, but that's not, Jerry, that's not, you're not certain how he's going to start. If you say might, which means you're saying there's a chance he starts that way, there's a chance he starts better. I want a receipt with a clear language, not a broad language like that one. Because I want it to be certain in your opinion. Hi to Lusala. I hope you're doing well. Kojo Open saying I don't think we should spend money on right wing. I think we're packed. But here's something I'm gonna say here. Here's something I'm gonna say here. We're Chelsea. I've learned to you can say I've developed that mindset that if we feel like if we sign player A, they will do better, do more for us than player if we sign player B, so to speak, they will do better than player A that we currently have at the club. Get them. It's as simple as that. Big clubs shouldn't be sentimental when it comes to signing good players. Man City never sentimental. Once they decide it's your time, and Pep believes he can do better. If he has a certain player, you're gone, and that's it. No sentiments. I think we should start. We should develop that mindset, and I think it will go a long way for us. And I think the owners, they don't need our permission to actually think like that. They're already thinking like that. They're looking to sign Olise, and they're not willing to give up. We've heard. So if it means Nani Madueke going out on loan or getting sold, I don't care. But because I think Olise is a better player than Madueke. It's as simple as that. And we're Chelsea, and that's what it takes to be a big club. Always looking to bring in the best and let go. You can say let go of a player. Let go of a player of a lesser quality, if that makes sense. I think Chelsea fans started back in Maresca. A lot have, but some of them it would take a while. It will take the start of the season, and everything comes down to whether he starts well or whether he falters. But we'll see. I think he's going to start well. And I'm going to say something I've said before. Irrespective of what you think of Mauricio Pochettino, how he ended the season or not, I think more importantly, I think we have a more rehearsed team than we had when Mauricio Pochettino took over, which means Enzo Maresca, he had a little less more work to do. Yeah, a little less, given that the team is becoming more rehearsed. I think the only issue will be if we lose a lot of our important players, if they decide they want to go to the Olympics and the club allows them to go, that could be more like hitting the reset button for him, and that will cause a lot of problems. But if they stay and not leave for the Olympics, I think he has a lot less work to do, in my opinion. Keep dropping the likes, Anderson coach. Who is the Mama's? I can't say his name, and I can't even remember his club again. We talked about him a lot here, but he plays in La Liga. Definitely, what club again? I can't quite remember. But he's, according to our discussions at the time, I learned that he's a good goalkeeper. Oh, okay. Let me be more specific. He's gonna finish 6th, 4th, or 3rd. Okay, and then win the league in the 5th year. So, okay, I have your receipt now. And the rest of you in the chat, I want to hear you. How well do you think Maresca would do at Chelsea? Do you think he starts well? Do you think it would take him a while to hit the ground running? I want to know. I honestly want to keep your receipts. So let's hear you. Let's hear what you have to say here. This is saying Philip Jorgensen. Is that the young English one? What's the name? Which one? What's the name of the which one is it? Which one is this? We have Burnley goalkeeper. What's his name again? Why am I mixing things up here? I know Mamatas really plays in Spain, but let me hear you more. But Asma, nice to see you. It's been I know he's a goalkeeper. Is he what's the name? Am I losing it this evening? What's the name of the Burnley goalkeeper again? Is he the one there? Give me 1 second there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. How many likes do we have? 18 likes, and we have 32 people watching right now. So, Jerry, I have your receipt. The rest of you in the chat, I want to hear you. How well do you think Maresca would do? Do you think his struggle? Do you think he'd hit the ground running? I want your receipts. I want to save it up there, and so that we can go back to it and see what everybody says. I think Maresca has a better season than Aston Villa, Spurs, and Liverpool. Will have? You think will have? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I don't want to misquote you. Give me 1 second. Okay. The one for Bali is James Trafford. The other one is the first goalkeeper we've been linked with, Felix Jokinson, Villarreal. Okay, I've clarified that. I was mixing the names up there. The goalkeeper, but Asma, nice to see you. It's been a minute. Yeah, probably been streaming at the time when you most likely at work or involved in other engagements. The fans have to be patient with the coach. I think he would do well. Okay, I have your receipt, Kojo. Let me get your receipt. The rest of you in the chat, let's hear you. Do you think he would do well? Do you think he would struggle? I want your opinion, aka your receipt. Maresca will start off slow, but will grow strong. Will go strong. Who? Okay, a top 6 and the Conference League final first season. Conference League final is very possible, and I think it's actually winnable. So, Coach, my point is that winning the league in the 5th year isn't a success. I don't think it would take us. I don't think it would take us 5 years before we win the league again. I think we'll win the league sooner than that. But remember, I told you that isn't success. Yeah, that's the truth. But I don't think it would take that long. We could have achieved it in 3 years with a different coach. I hope this sums. Listen. When I read your initial comment, and I understood what you were saying. In all honesty, I'm being serious here. But yes, then I think we will win the Premier League again sooner than 5 years. And never let's just calm down and support our team and see what happens and not expect too much. I think we'll be better off not to expect too much. And if we finish the season and win a lot of stuff, then yeah, we can enjoy it. He will stumble at first, but he will finish in top 6. Okay, I'm gonna say this. A lot of people believe he's gonna struggle at first. I think he start off well. I think he will start off well, and then a few bleeps here and there, which will be a lesson for him. And I think he will learn, and we'll still finish the season stronger than we did in last season. That's my receipt. Keep that one. Don't forget I said that. Let's see what else we have here. I see Maresca in a third next and winning either EFL or FA Cup. Then if we don't feed the Conference League, he will win that. Remember, I told you all we. 1 second, please. Yes, what's up? All right. At the same time, I have to pay attention to my boys because the grandma and my in-laws went somewhere, so I'm alone with them. I see Maresca finishing third for the Conference League. I think that aspect. I told you all we will end up with Enzo and Seido will come. Okay. I hope we do as well as you're saying we do come a 24-25 season there. If we can stay healthy, we'll finish a third in his first season. Yeah, because we have an excellent squad, and I can't stop saying that, irrespective of what anybody thinks. It's my opinion. I think we have a very good squad. It's not perfect yet, but we may well need 1, 2, 3 signings to balance the squad out. And if we do that, which I often tell people that I believe the owners would take corrective measures in the summer, aka sign a few players, at least 3 players. But now we're hearing we'll sign up to 4 players because that includes a goalkeeper. I think that will balance the squad up out and ensure that he does well. I think he will. And if you're judging him by his stint at Leicester City, arguing that he nearly bottled the 17-point lead, he didn't bottle it. More importantly, and then I think it's also important that you consider the fact that he was he had the Leicester City that lost a few some of their most important players after getting relegated, and had Wilfred and Didi out for a lengthy period of time when I think was he a knee injury or so, and yet he was able to get the job done. I don't think it makes sense to argue he nearly bought with a 17-point lead. I don't think that makes sense, and I would go to the extent of saying something I remember from a movie where somebody says, "Just give me 1 second." All right, thank you. I think Enzo will have a great season, but I don't think we will fight for the title, but for top four possible. And who says we cannot win the title? Yeah, everything comes down to the sort of signings we make in the summer. I think that will make a huge difference. But with this, we have a very good squad, and I'm not gonna stop saying that, in my opinion. Maresca will show us why Enzo Casado and Lavia cost us 260 million. I like that comment. I think he will bring out the best in them. And given what we heard during the interview, he proved again he proved his knowledge of our players one by one, explaining their respective strengths and weaknesses, and that's huge. His knowledge of the players, I think, will go a long way for him. Is Ten Hag saying, I don't know. I think he spoke carelessly after winning the FA Cup. He sounded as if winning two cups, two trophies at Manchester United is enough. In how many years? I don't know whether that's okay with them. And the fact that they started talking to managers, speaking to other considering other managers even before the cup final, I think it's telling. I think that's telling. That shows they started looking beyond his tenure. So chances, I don't know what happens. I'd be shocked if he stays. I think he's most likely leaving. That's my opinion, but we'll find out. I'm not too sure. I don't. But rumors are that they are currently talking to Thomas Tuchel's camp, and the Chelsea fans will lose it if he ends up joining Manchester United and they win anything and we don't win one. I don't want to see that happen. If Ten Hag says, I cannot wait for Maresca to deliver a Sicilian beating in the battle of the baldies. Yeah, how many bald-headed managers do we have in the Premier League right now? And this is saying I can say we will fight for the title after I see what we will sell and what we will buy. And I did say that too. Yeah, and everything comes down to how you say decisive we are in the market when in the summer transfer window. I think we should make some decisive signings to balance out the squad, and that will go a long way. If we don't, we still do well, but not as much. But if we do, I think it will go a long way for us. Big up to you too, Ed Suleiman. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I hope you're doing well, bro. It's been a minute, but I totally understand. We're all busy. Bills don't pay themselves. So yeah, Ten Hag should stay. I hope he stays because it's been some mess right there. If you think Chelsea we had issues, I think there's in my opinion is even worse. And if you think Chelsea spent a lot of money, go back from the days of Mourinho or even before Mourinho, how much United have spent since then till now. They spent a lot more than Chelsea. And how many trophies have they won since then? In our case, we've won the Champions League, Club World Cup. We've also won the Premier League, 16-17 or 17-18, and then also the European Super Cup. We've done better than them, in my opinion. Coach, if Tuchel joins United, I would transform into Jeremy Norras for real. I think I know a lot of people will. A lot of people would transform into, you can say, first name, whatever. Their first name is last name Miller. I like that one, Jerry. I honestly do like. uh, Listen. I'm sorry, my boys are close by. Every 2 minutes, the 4-year-old will come and say, "I have one thing to tell you." Let's see. I want again. What? Okay, I want. I know. It's Nori. I can't pronounce his name correctly. As left back. Arajo as and Tosin, Osimhen and Olise. This some. That's a lot. I don't think if we sign Tosin, I don't think we still sign Arajo. And Arajo, I'm hearing Barcelona wants 80 million pounds, 80 million euros or pounds. Even if it is euros, that's too much for me. I think we'll end up signing either of the two and not both. Yeah, and Tosin is a free agent actually, but I think everything comes down to where he wants to go. We have a young goalkeeper, Petrovic. Why are we going to for another goalkeeper? I don't think Petrovic is enough. Maybe if you prefer to see it this way, I think he needs a competition. You could say that's okay. He needs a competition. I get it as well as it's done. I think if it's not challenged, the chances are he will not grow. I'm not saying he's bad, and we haven't seen enough to be certain that he's really, really good with his feet. He's really, really good on the ball because Maresca's approach requires a goalkeeper that's excellent on the ball, not just good, beyond good, but excellent on the ball. Do I think Petrovic could be that guy? Maybe, but under Mauricio Pochettino, we weren't properly rehearsed, so probably we were being a bit cautious with regards to playing out from the back. We didn't really do that that much. We didn't do that heavily. We did it to an extent, considerable extent. We've seen a little bit. Some people are complaining that his distribution is awful. Some are saying he's good at it, but I don't think we did enough. We did it to an extent where we can say for certain that he's excellent on the ball. And I think Maresca's approach, as we've read this particular report here, needs a goalkeeper that is excellent on the ball. Beyond good. Good isn't enough. You have to be excellent on the ball because the goalkeeper has an important role to play in his approach. If you watch that video where he just talked about his approach and everything, Tosin is free. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. But if we can get Tosin, even though he's free, he has the luxury of choosing what club he wants to join. If he decides to come to us, I don't think we still go for Arajo because Tosin, he's an excellent player. He's good aerially, excellent on the ball, good passing range. I think he could work. Coach, we will have about 9 goalkeepers on this roster. Because we still have Gaga Slonina. Yep. Who again? Not too many. We still have Gaga Slonina. We will only have 3 at the same time in the first team. But let's see what happens, really. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see. Just checked. Tuchel, Deservi, and Poch are the 3 main main managers on the shortlist. If Ten Hag is a sack. I don't think what's his name? I don't think Deservi gets that job. I think Thomas Tuchel most likely. I don't even think Poch gets it, but it's my opinion anyway. No, I said why we want another young goalkeeper. Yeah, we don't. I don't think goalkeepers. The older the better, because they age like fine wine. A younger goalkeeper will almost always be a risk. But that's just my opinion anyway. All 3 better than Maresca. Your opinion still. It's your opinion. There's no way to confirm. And all 3 of them they've had opportunity. Yeah, Thomas Tuchel definitely better, but I wouldn't say Pochettino is better than Maresca. I wouldn't say that De Zerbi is better than Maresca. No, we'll find out. We'll find out soon. I hope they sign Poch. I hope they sign him, but I don't think they will. I don't think they will take Poch. Some actually, Heston, because they won the FA Cup, some Manchester United fans actually do want Eric Ten Hag to remain the club's manager. I hope that happens. I hope they give him a 10-year contract. I hope they give him a 10-year contract. You never know. Chances are next season he wins the Premier League and wins them the Europa Cup and all that. Europa League. You never know. And then win the two domestic trophies. I mean, who says he cannot? The Burnley goalkeeper is young. And Philip is 22. They're all young. How old is Mamardashvili? I can't say his name. How old is he really? Yeah, how old is Mamardashvili? Okay, this particular report here is saying Enzo Maresca is the man who's saying this. Is that a report? Who's saying this? I don't know who that is. Invited Wing is the man to take Chelsea forward. Another Guardiola disciple finds himself working at one of the biggest clubs in the world. Tactically, with you, let me see here. But you need to learn more about Enzo Maresca, not just what he talked about in that particular video, but what he's achieved as a manager. He hasn't achieved too much, but if you follow him, you'd know that he's done well. I think Mamardashvili is still 23. Wow, they're all young, really. And Jorgensen is 22, and the young English, the Burnley goalkeeper, what's his age again? Well, linked with him again. I think I don't know what goalkeeper we're gonna sign out, but I think that I need to make a video on that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. If you have any questions, drop in the chat. We'll be rounding off in a few minutes. Nothing new, we've addressed it, and that's how I want again the evening shows to be 1 hour. Except if the transfer window is open and there's a lot to talk about. Trafford is 21. They're all very young. All very young. And for Tosin Aderabio, rumors are that we've offered him a contract. Whether he's accepted the contract or not, I really do not know. I haven't seen anything to that effect. But we'll see. I think 20 or something. Even at that, even if it's 22, he's still very young. Trafford, yeah, that's the Englishman. Jerry saying, Coach, I am gearing up for a 2-hour show on Maresca on Tobago's weekend show. Excellent. Coming on to make it the most comprehensive analysis on the web. Hopefully, I'll have the time to be on the panel there just to fight you, to ask you some questions that will wind you up so that you blow hot on the day. Yeah, let's see. Chelsea still appreciate Valencia goalkeeper Georgie. So if we sign him, we'll have two Georgies, Georgie Mamardashvili. And then Chelsea, I believe it to be exploiting the goalkeeping market. I think we've addressed that too. Chelsea will decide on that. We've addressed that report too. Conor Gallagher is understood to have been one of the reasons for Mauricio Pochettino. That's absolute boo-hoo. But according to Miguel Delani, nothing else here to address. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. Otherwise, we'll be calling it a day. Let's see if Vic has anything for us. Vic also usually he has some unique, you can argue, sources. Sometimes he talks about a lot of stuff that the others don't talk about. This is saying they don't keep a secret to buying. They don't. No. They're telling you anything else from Vic here to address. We should look at Las Palmas goalkeeper Alvaro Valles. And I like Bento, the young Brazilian, up-and-coming Brazilian goalkeeper. If we are looking for a new goalkeeper, what are we going to do with that 25 million investment on Robert Sanchez? And Brighton, they do have they inserted a sell-on clause on Sanchez's contract. So which means he is on a 10,000 year contract, right? Even if we decide to sell him, even selling him won't be easy, actually. Won't be easy. Enzo Maresca, backroom staff. Willie Caballero, assistant manager. Danny Walker, coach. Michelle, is that Michelle the Bernardine, goalkeeper coach. Ben Roberts, goalkeeper coach and head of global goalkeeping. Okay. Marcos Alvarez, fitness coach. Bernardo Cueva, a set piece coach. I think there's more. Just give me 1 second here. Yes, people, 24 likes, 358 views. I think that's good. Not bad because we haven't streamed at this point for a while. Javier Molina Caballero, analyst. Okay. Oh, there you go. The pictures are there, but in this format you cannot see it. So let me catch up with what we have here. I love Osimhen, but I hope we don't go after him. It will hamper Nicholas Jackson's growth. I don't think so. I think we need inexperienced, reliable striker, e.g., Gerard Moreno. Really? Enzo Maresca announcement Thursday. Thank you for telling us that, Ty. It's pronounced Mama Dash Valley. Is that Vili? The last part of it is pronounced Mama Dash Vili. Okay. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm not too good at pronouncing people's names. Coach, are these tongue slips up using our new coach's last name a sign that he is a butler? No, I don't think so. He's not a butler. In all honesty, Houston, I'm confident he's going to do well. I'm confident he's going to do well, in my opinion. The board of Chelsea and the board of Brighton are friends. They just they're just doing some business. Yeah, it's normal to hear them. Yeah, they're just doing business. Let me just leave it at that. Enzo board, Caballero board. We are winning the Premier League. It's a good sign, right? Okay, let's see. I hope that works. I bookmarked that. Okay, go ahead. I don't think there's nothing else to talk about. Who became a new member here? And I didn't see that. Somebody became a new member. Is it Insulin Man? I thought you were a member before. Who became a new member and I didn't see it? Did you guys see it? I didn't see the highlight here. How did I miss it? Because I want to thank the person. I'm not seeing the person here. Apologies. Who became a new member this evening? Oh my gosh. And whoever it is, I appreciate you. The community appreciates you. That will go a long way for us. Let me see if I see it here. Yeah, Jerry Z out. No, Jeremy Naras out. It sounds good, actually. I think you should go by that. Let me see. Who became a new member? Oh, Maya rejoined. Okay, Maya just rejoined this evening. Is it Maya? I think, yeah, Maya rejoined. Suleiman became a member 3 days ago. Okay, 5 days ago, John Hand rejoined. Okay, Maya, thank you so much. If you're watching, I appreciate you rejoining. I think that might have been the update might have been because of you rejoining. So if that's the case, thank you so much. I sincerely do appreciate you. So if you have any questions for us, drop it in the chat and I'll try to address it. Jerry says if it does well, I will create a video like Rory. Rory Mineras apologizing to Maresca. That would be bold. And I can assure you, you better prepare, write the script for the video because he's going to do well. Mark my words, Bali will go to for 9 minutes. That ain't happening. That's not going to happen, in all honesty. It's not going to happen. Again, if you have any questions, a few minutes to round up. About 8 minutes to round up so that it will be for 1 hour and 22 minutes or so. Let's see. Please, Nightbot will share the link to the YouTube channels of 2 of our members there. Please go check it out. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help them grow. Jerry Z out. You know what? I'm for Jerry Z out right now. And that's something else I wanted to say. I am leaving the Aura gang and I'm joining the Seeing is Believing gang. Yeah, and I'm going to let Chelsea fans know about that. To win the Premier League, you just have to beat all low-level clubs against which Chelsea always struggle. And here's the irony. During the days of Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard, all these big-name players, what you had to do at the time to win the league was just to beat the top 6 teams. You see how things have changed. But now you have to win the mid-table and the bottom table teams to win the league. And that is especially true when it comes to Chelsea. Yeah, that's the irony of the whole thing. And it's funny, every time I think of it, I'll be going, what really happened here? So if you have any questions, drop in the chat. We'll be rounding up in about 7 minutes from now. People, go and check out and subscribe to Ty's YouTube channel. Let's help him get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And if he continues to do the sort of produce the sort of player profile videos he's been producing of late, chances are he'd get to 100,000 subscribers, or at least, let's say, 40,000 subscribers in 2 months' time, or 2-3 months' time. It's very possible because the videos are delicious and people like visuals. When you analyze a player and you have visuals to show for it, I think people appreciate that quite a lot, and it can be gripping. People will watch it to the end, and that will go a long way. Please support Joe Resist channel's growth by liking and subscribing. The link is also there. Let's help them both grow. They deserve the growth. My screen is freezing a bit. It freezes every now and then, and we're getting closer to the end of the show, and now it's giving me problems. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's see what else we have here. Coach, who wins in Europe first, Maresca or Arteta? I'm gonna give you a not so objective answer. I will always go for my club. I think Chelsea will still win the Premier League before Arsenal. Chelsea will still win another Champions League before Arsenal gets a chance. And after the third one, we'll still be saying Chelsea will still win another one before Arsenal. And I'm serious. We have an excellent squad. And hopefully, Maresca will be the right guy to lead us to the level we want to get back to. And I'm not kidding, really. I mean it. But you can argue, yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan, really. So, and once the question really has anything to do with Arsenal, I'd be biased. It's only natural that I am. I hope you don't blame me. When will Coach and Blue Bridge Max collaborate again? We're supposed to do a recording, the Axa Blue YouTube Shorts series, but he was busy at the time, very, very busy, and hopefully we'll do that again. I love Max. I respect him quite a lot. He's been helpful to me since we started this YouTube channel, and he's always there to help whenever he's available. Just ask him, and he will be there. So I respect that, but I know he's very busy. Yep. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Thank you, five of us, for doing a fantastic show. I appreciate you. I think we'll be rounding up. How many minutes? 4 more minutes to round up. If Enzo Maresca didn't work, I think we have to fire the board, all of them. Yeah, because how many tries will it take him to get it right? I think it will be an issue for them. I am close to monetization, but I am low on ideas. Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about that. We did talk about that behind the scenes. I don't know if that's the correct language to use there, but you understand what I'm saying. Ideas will always come up. Follow the trend. You can follow the trend on Twitter. It will tell you a lot. I'm not sure. Excuse me. I'm not sure how else what to ask you to do. Todd Bowley hacking the stream. It's a freezer, right? I'm trying to go for fiber. I'm talking with them. Hopefully in a week's time we will get installed. Did you just say thank you for joining this morning? Did I say that, Coach? No, it's not about being tired. It's about being used to the Blue Morning Show and saying the same thing I say during Blue Morning shows. Yeah. No, really, it's not about being tired. You should know that already. What else do we have? Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Coach, over or under the number of games I think you're joining the H gang, man. Why are you saying that? I'm not. I really want to go to heaven, and being being a football YouTuber, it's not gonna get me. It will not lead to me going to hell, and I'm serious. Um, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. I think then Max. I think he will be fit for a while now. I think he will stay fit for a while because he's gone under the knife to address the issue permanently. And usually, after going under the knife, players return. I'm not reading that actually. So just I am with you, Coach. Arsenal will win the UEFA Champions League after Chelsea have lifted it 10 times. Yeah, which was why I said even after winning the next one, we'll still be saying we'll win the next one, another one before they get a chance to win it. You can take ideas from Jeremy Rice. Let's see anything else here. Chelsea FC website always confuses me in the media. People are talking about Maresca being appointed, but you go there, a head coach is announced. Not a bad thing. And by the way, yeah, she takes over. Yeah, she takes over from Emma Hayes. She's an excellent coach. And I hope she does as well as Emma Hayes did at Chelsea. With that, people, we've come to the end of the show. I appreciate you all. How many minutes more? One more minute and we can call it a day. Saying they are giving the women more recognition. Yeah, I think it's on papers. The Chelsea owners, they know exactly what they're doing. I think they will end up here's the thing, I'm going to say this. In a few years, people will look back and they'll be seen as pioneers, really. They're going to change a lot of stuff with regards to how clubs are run in England. Yeah, if you want to see it from the perspective of them exploiting some one loophole after the other and avoiding you can say issues with the financial rules body, because I don't know I can't quite remember the exact term for them. Maresca will be announced on Thursday, and Ty has said it 2 times. Ty, I have the receipt. Hopefully you're correct. With that, we've come to the natural end of the show. I want to say thank you to Ty for joining. Toxic Positivity for who? Thanks to Jerry Mineras, who's in the chat. Lucilla, thanks to you. Tommy Bryan, thank you to you. IB, thank you so much. And CAA Mafia, Asma, thank you to you. And Mike Ghanaian, bro, who was here. And if I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all. And cheers.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts. I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. So until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it. just think carefully, I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it.